Here's the reality. Donald Trump melted down in real time on Truth Social overnight.
Truth Central.
On that one. And corporate media just doesn't notice. We have an unwell person that we are dealing with here. And we are watching him unravel in real time. Over the course of just a few hours, Trump posted a series of completely unhinged rants to his social media platform. Each one of these is more detached than the last. These are the posts of someone deep in a spiral, completely unable to regulate himself emotionally, unable to stop, but still in possession of the most important office in the country, still with access to the nuclear codes. Take a look at this and just imagine if Joe Biden did 2% of this. Trump posting, quote, Secretary of Defense, War, Pete Hegseth, together with military representatives, will be holding a major news conference tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern at the Pentagon in order to fight for the dignity of our great American pilots. These patriots were very upset. After 36 hours of dangerously flying through enemy territory, they landed. They knew the success was legendary. And then 2 days later, they started reading fake news by CNN and the failing New York Times. They felt terribly. Fortunately for them, as usual, solely for the purpose of demeaning President Donald J. Trump, the fake news, Times and CNN, lied and totally misrepresented the facts, none of which they had because it was too soon. There were no facts out there yet. The news conference will prove both interesting and irrefutable. Enjoy. We're going to get to that press conference later. But understand two things, very important. Number one, during the Bush-Iraq years, some in the audience may not have been following politics then, or maybe were too young then to follow politics. During the Bush era, they did a version of this, which is if you question any aspect of the mission, you're attacking the troops, you're making the troops feel bad, you're not supporting the troops, you're unpatriotic. That's something that was big during the lead up, the drums of war beating up to the Iraq war, and then after it started as well. This is back in 2003. They're doing the same thing. And I think there's an irony also, which is we're simultaneously supposed to believe that our troops are the big, strong men, right? And also they feel really bad when they see these articles. They feel bad. You're making them feel bad. So wait a second. Are they the tough guys or aren't they? Now, this entire narrative of they feel bad, I think it's completely fabricated by Trump. I think it's plain and simple. That's what it is. But okay, so starting to spiral on Truth Social. Then Trump continues. Breaking news. I was shocked to hear that the state of Israel, which has just had one of its greatest moments in history and is strongly led by Bibi Netanyahu, is continuing its ridiculous witch hunt against their great wartime prime minister. Bibi and I just went through hell together. Yeah, Trump had to take a break from golfing to launch the bombing. Bibi and I just went through hell together, fighting a very tough and brilliant longtime enemy of Israel, Iran. And Bibi could not have been better, sharper, or stronger in his love for the incredible Holy Land. Anyone else would have suffered losses, blah, blah, blah. Trump then gets to, I just learned Bibi has been summoned to court for the continuation of his long-running, he's been going through it since 2020, unheard of, first time an Israeli prime minister has been on trial, a sitting prime minister, politically motivated case, blah, blah, blah. He wants it canceled immediately, says Trump. Cancel the case against Bibi Netanyahu. Put aside anything you feel about Bibi Netanyahu just for a moment. I don't like the guy. I think there's never going to be peace when Bibi Netanyahu's in charge. Also not when Hamas is in charge. But put that all aside for a second. For Donald Trump to be demanding that the legal system of Israel end a specific case against their prime minister, just beyond the pale. I mean, truly, completely beyond the pale. Trump calls it a travesty of justice. The travesty is Trump posting these messages. Okay, then Trump continuing to just rant and rave. It's just endless. Fake news CNN is so disgusting and incompetent. Some of the dumbest anchors in the business. And then finally, Trump posting, rumor is that the failing New York Times and fake news CNN will be firing the reporters who made up the fake stories on the Iran nuclear sites because they got it so wrong. Let's see what happens. And the media is basically silent about this. Are they, they're either obsessed with whether Joe Biden looked tired when he was videoed getting an ice cream last week, or they're pretending that Trump's behavior is normal, or even worse, you'll see in a moment, they're pretending that Trump's lashing out on Truth Social is strategic and that it's a form of leadership. This is not normal. This is not strategic. This is deeply dangerous. And people in the media have to do a better job of covering this for what it is. This is not only an obviously unwell man. He has the power to sign executive orders and appoint judges and command troops and launch nuclear weapons. And the fact that this is yet another overnight meltdown, to me, only makes it more serious. It seems that this is just 24/7 with Donald Trump. The last message there was at 8 this morning, and they went overnight. This isn't ending. It's escalating, but Fox News loves it. Your personal data is everywhere, and you might not even know. People search sites and data brokers are quietly publishing your name, address, phone number, even things like property records, political views. It is not just creepy, it's dangerous because scammers and fraudsters and shady marketers can use this information every day. Our sponsor, Incogni, solves the problem for you. Incogni contacts the data broker sites on your behalf and forces them to delete your data. The data brokers are legally obligated to comply, and Incogni handles the entire process for you. Incogni is now taking this even further with their custom removals feature included in the unlimited plan. They've got their 250 plus sites where removal is automated, but if you find your information anywhere else, you can custom submit that and they will have it removed manually. This is serious protection. Using Incogni can cut way down on the spam calls and the messages that you get. Fewer risks, more control over your identity. Try it risk-free for 30 days and get 60% off an annual plan when you go to incogni.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.